Hi, Susanna here. Well, I'm just sitting down with my Down the Garden Path for a Journal of Stitchery, and just finished watching the video from the girls, and I thought I'm gonna do the next prompt. I'm just adjusting a few things under my desk. I'm thinking, oh, how am I going to do this? Because I've set aside this side, like I've got the wildflowers here, and I've set aside this path, and I knew I wanted to wander down, and I found this beautiful, I had this beautiful fabric that I am stitching. Where are we? I'm doing my should have had stuff. I had these from Lisa Maddock, and I had it for these, and then I noticed this, and it's got this gorgeous fabric, and I had bits left over, like from where I cut out the things, and I cut out all the little fancy parts. I needed to add on more fence, so I cut out that one for the other side. So most of the fence, apart from that one and that one, I just love this. It's so pretty. That house would have been nice too. I thought of that after, but I do love the one that I've got. So you can think Lisa Maddock still has this fabric. It is gorgeous, worth using and working in. So and then I added some of this. This is the stuff I got from Melanie from Purveyor of Reclaimed Textiles. Sort of matches this top part here. I'm still doing stitching. Just here, I thought I might stitch that there, and I'm gonna I'll do a few little bits and pieces. I've done this. I did it with this one here. I did with watercolor, and then I watched Jeanette's video from I did a collaboration. I know, like mental blank when you're on video. She used Inktense pencils, and I'm like, I've used Inktense pencil for a while, and I thought it's probably less messy than you getting watercolor. So so I've got my Inktense pencils out, and I'm going to do that, but I'll show you what I did in a bit here. So, and also hand dyed some of this fabric here, and I was going to do something else, and even though it sort of seems a bit weird having this big doily here, it's, you know, it's interpretive, and you make your garden how you want to make it. I had this doily here, which that's what I got from this one, that and that, and so I might even keep that. You always keep your little bits and pieces, so I might use this down the track a little bit. And this one here had these on there, and they had flowers on both, like leaves on both ends, but I needed it to work, and I wanted to sort of cover the bottom of that, because it hasn't, you know, like this flower here, and I'll probably do that there, so that blends in with the path, and I want to keep these not all the way down, just the same as here. So I've roughly put down everything that I want to put down. Initially I got this like my house, I had this stamp, and I was actually going to use this, but I'm like, this is how the house was up top, and I thought it's got a little door on there and a little arbor, and I thought, oh, I like that. I'm keeping this side empty again. I'll wait until the right prompt comes along, and watching Sarah's and Rachel's, you know, you just do it as it works for you. So I got this bit of lace, which just seemed to slot in there, so I've just got that pinned down in a minute. So still waiting to do, you know, this bit. I'm thinking if they do a veggie patch, I might do a veggie patch in there. We'll just see. We'll see what works. So yeah, I've got all bits and pieces. I've got a bit of this hand painted fabric underneath. You know, I want that to sort of go to the edge, and I'm probably going to use like colour that in, and then I'll probably do green in the background. Actually, we might use some of these Inktense pencils to show you. Have that underneath everything everywhere. So there you go, got a bit of an idea. The only thing that's down is this bottom part. So have that there, 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 there. A bit of fabric. So just going to put these underneath and put it underneath here. The reason why I've gone down, I wanted to continue on this the path, and I think that might be, I've used well, you know, where you iron it off, so once I iron it down it'll be all right. I thought I want to continue the path in here, and I was even maybe thinking of continuity in here, so it's just got, but because this is going to be a veggie path, and I better be careful because it can dye quite dark. So that's, I used willow, and I'm going to use willow and bark. Yeah, this is a bit darker. It's got to blend in a little more. So, and then I get the iron out and I'll iron it. And I've also got to do, you know, the stitching on there as well. Okay, get the lighter one in there a bit. The Inktense pencils do dry. I mean, when you put the water to it, it actually, you know, gets quite dark. So be careful, don't put too much on there. So it's Jeanette from My Cottage Crafts. There you go. That's you know, I watched hers at and how she used them. It was beautiful. So that's what I did for there. So this brings with me Hang 10. I'm going to give it a quick iron just to dry it for you guys, and then let's see, it dries a little bit lighter. It's not 100% dry because I want to get back here now. See, no, not quite 100% dry, but that I wanted that garden bed to be in there. I mean, when the next prompt comes up, this may not work, but I just like the way that it's slotted in. So what I'm going to do is move that over, grab the piece, here we go, of this, which is going to go here. Be careful, this has got to sit in exactly where it needs to sit in. I'll put that underneath. So I might do, I'm going to do the arbor, just colour that in. Hopefully I'm a bit closer. And colour that in. That's the lighter one, and then I'm going to come back in maybe with the darker one, a few bits here and there. On one side, so you get the water. Yep. I wanted the arbor to just show a little bit. Actually, I don't mind. You can sort of see it's got the vine, which I think looks good in the darker colour. Tense. I hope I'm in camera now. In the backgrounds, I might use some of this, activate it a little bit. I might even, yeah, see, I'm going to use this apple green, because what I want to do here is just have the background coloured in, and I'm going to do a heap of French knots and bits and pieces for my vine. So I don't want it too much. Ooh, see, quite, you'd be surprised how much it almost looks a little yellow, so I may come in with a bit of darker green. Have this on the side here too, just to blend it in. Okay. Don't know what colour door I'm going to go though. Might have to come back in with a darker green, I think. Don't want it to be so yellow that that one is field green. Yeah, that's probably a little better, especially here. I'm going to go over it with some a bit of colour in there. Okay, so now pathway, steps, just that lighter brown. Okay, right, highlight the steps a little bit. Okay. Maybe do a little bit more of that lighter brown down here. Okay. Blend that in a little. Got to remember I'm going to paint it, and then I'm going to be doing a lot of stitching on that. I'll blend it in. Now I might iron that, and then I'll come back and do the door. Usually dries a little lighter, and it's not as full on as acrylic, like Rachel was saying. It gets sticky. Yeah, see, that's good. The colour's going to go. I was actually thinking, I want to paint the door. I think that would be really nice, but I wonder if I stitch it. I might stitch it along there, so maybe we do it in this sun yellow door. Might be a little about this colour. Got a bit of leftover calico. This is what we're going to do. We're going to see probably a bit too much like that. So how you make it work. No. Yeah, so I want to have a bit of that in there, so I might lightly colour the door, and then I'm going to stitch around. Okay, let's see how we go. You think lightly colour, but you got to remember Inktense. Yeah, see? Oh, I like it though. Yes. nice. That's good. That's red chili. Bit up there like that. Yeah, I'm going to embroider a little bit more of that. Might do it a little bit redder. Because, you know, it all blends in. But this is what the house looked like, and that turned out really nice. So, you know what? I might even do some of the flowers in this colour, just to help give me a bit of an idea of where they're going to be. Quite a few of them. A bit hard to see at this point because it's such a good colour. Flowers. Okay, some here. Okay. Yep. Come on, some water. Okay. Yeah, it gives me a bit of a guideline of where it's going to be. Oh, I like it. Okay, I'll give it another iron, which will lighten it up a little bit, and then we'll proceed to stick it down and give it a stitch. So, okay, that's enough. So that was the red chili, which was the red door. There we go. Have it back up there. Yeah, that was the red chili, that was the red door. Willow is the lighter colour, and the bark is that darker colour. Baked earth, we didn't use that one. And then that's Shiraz, no, it's truth. And so that was the field green and the apple green, I think it is. A sherbet lemon. See, I always get mixed up. That's why it looks yellow, because it is yellow. But it looks like an apple green. So, okay. So you've got probably wise to test them before you start. Okay, now let me see. I want to be in camera. I want to zoom it in a tad. I'll move it over. There we go. Put this underneath, and we'll come back with our bits and pieces. So what I'm going to do with that, what I'd like to do, like I did with this one, is just do a bit of a running stitch. So on the background, so I don't really want to be sticking everything down at this point. Oh, I like that, and that's going to look really nice. So I'll probably end up doing the stitching and all that kind of that stuff for that one in the background, and that may end up going like that. So that is going to go like that. Now, got some glue, which I'm just going to quickly stick that down with, even a little bit of this. Okay. I wanted to glue that down because it sort of goes against the pathway. Even got a little bit of brown there, so it does that line. I'll leave it unglued here and here, just so. And the next prompt, I'll put more stuff underneath. So, or next prompt, or you know, down the path we go. So I'll glue that down a little bit. I did manage to find my other glue, but quite like the Yoo-Hoo glue. I'm going to put this down because we need that to sit exactly where it needs to sit, which is there. I'll be stitching that down as well. Only very light dusting. Okay, so pin that. So I will continue sewing that down. I think I used, put these ink pen pencils away. I think I used this. Where are we? It's sort of like this lightish. Put the lid on that. In the bin, and keep these babies. So just move stuff out of the way. Just putting them down on my pin cushion. Here it goes. Yeah, I think I used that for there. So I'm thinking I'd like to use something. Just pin that down a little bit. Really love this fabric. It's so pretty. Real nice and vintage. Just pin that down there. And then we're going to be doing that same stitching as what I did there in the pathway. Might probably only need to pin it like here, maybe. Okay, now this is going to be pinned down or stitched down, going over there like that. That goes there. Here's another one somewhere. No, this one. And I think I was putting that underneath. Yeah. Yeah, it's sat on there really well. And I think that was going underneath too. And we'll have that down first. Okay, I love the way that the colours go. That'll go like that, like that. Okay, so I'm just doing this so I know I won't need to stitch down a lot of that, but I will need to stitch this down here, I think. Oh, that's so nice. It's going to look gorgeous. And then these, is it this way? How did I do it? Yeah, that's going to go there, and then that'll go there. And I'll probably just do some, I might even continue some of these. I might even continue the gate all the way up to there, and maybe here, like as in I'll stitch it, and that's how I'll stitch it down. I'm going to get some of this wool. Might use the lighter one. I've got a couple of nice lots of brown wool actually. This perfect. I was going to yeah, I got a, like I said, she sells the crewel wool and everything with with Melanie does, so maybe that might go there, or I might even stick that one there. Yeah, I think that would be better because it just blends in, and I want it to sort of give that little bit of element and do stitching. Oh, that is so pretty. There you go. So that's what you can do. I was thinking, oh, gate, fence, what the heck am I going to do? But yeah, you just sort of, you sometimes got to think outside the box. I wasn't going to use that, but I'm really glad it now blends in really well. So this is like a secret, you know, garden arbor, and going into this little secret garden. So yeah, I quite like that. So I've got a gate that's not a gate. That's why I thought I'd better put something in there. So it's sort of like a gateway, and then this is the door. So put those aside. Put those aside on this side. There goes my, and then we'll leave that one. So I need, I'm wondering if I can get a nice light blue. Not too dark. Something a bit lighter. Get all these threads out. Oh, that one might work. I'll see. And you still haven't got the right one. I think that might be it. Unless I do that one. Or that one. Oh, this is a nice thin one. Yeah, which is, I like a nice thin thread. They're all good. Okay, so just going to get some thread. Are we actually going to get to some stitching today? That's amazing. What's the time? Oh, I can't see. 40 something minutes. No, oh, I've got 41 minutes left. It's saying it's full. Okay, I'm like, it looks really weird. So, okay. Well, I'm going to be stitching that, and I might pause it because if it's saying I'm running out of time, I might pause this and I'll be back. Okay, back again. I'll just show you. I stitched it and I've left this part undone, and I've just sort of like glued this part down and ready to stitch. I'm leaving that up because I want to stitch this down first, and then I'm going to go around everything else with just a cotton thread. That should be a good colour. Just to hold that down a little bit around the outside, and then I'm going to go over with each of those palings with this wool and do the wool garden. Then we've got, I think I'm going to put that there. Ooh, put it up a bit. That's going to go there. This will go here. That'll go later because I want to continue on the fence. And then actually that will go there, and this is going to go there. That's how I had it, because I want it to sort of sit along there, and then have that there. There we go. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, so for the next one, like that, all that'll be stitched down. I may have had the this done. I'll come back when it's time to do that. But I am really loving how it's looking. So this is undone, and then the next thing is like that. So I love the way that the pathway is slowly growing. But zoom it out. Where are we? Here we go. You can sort of see how it's all flowing in together. So pretty. So pretty. I love this. I love that blue fabric underneath. And yeah, it always surprises you when it turns out better than what you think. So okay guys, well I will catch you in the next video, which will be I've done the last vintage sewing one. So I think I've got, oh yeah, I showed you, I'm doing a few more of these, so I'll show you some of the extra pieces I'm doing for that. But while I've got you, because my videos of vintage sewing is pre-recorded, I just want to let some of you know you've only bought the 1 to 5 PDF and not the 6 to 9. So the first one is $2 and the second one is $1. So there's probably about maybe 8 to 9 people that haven't bought the second PDF because they haven't been because people have only been buying one, it's actually, they're not together. So you've got to look down. It's really weird how it works. So, yeah, so if you want to participate and do the whole lot, you do need to buy that other one in order to have the requirements list and the patterns and everything that you need for it. So just thought I'd let you know on here, because the other videos are pre-recorded, and so I can't put it on those ones. So I thought I'd let you know in this one. Okay, guys, well, thank you very much, and I will catch you, yeah, on Tuesday with my Stitching with Suze video. Bye!